In the serene village of Shantipur, where the golden paddy fields meet the horizon, lived a young man named Akash. He was a person of extraordinary intellect. Whether it was solving a complex mathematical equation in seconds or fixing a mechanical tool that experts had given up on, Akash's mind worked with lightning speed. However, this brilliance was overshadowed by a fatal flaw: extreme procrastination. Akash's life was governed by a single phrase: "I will do it later." Whenever his mother woke him up at dawn, he would pull the blanket tighter and mumble, "10 more minutes, Mom." When his older brother Nibir asked for help with their family business, Akash would reply with a confident smile, "Don't worry, brother. I can finish that in an hour. I'll do it in the evening." He believed his talent made him immune to the rules of time. He didn't realize that time is a river that never flows backward. The dream under the flame tree. At the edge of Shantipur stood a magnificent ancient Krishnachura tree, flame of the forest. When it was in full bloom, the tree looked like a giant torch of red fire against the sky. This was Akash's sanctuary. Whenever he wanted to escape his responsibilities, he would hide under its thick shade and drift into a deep slumber. One sweltering afternoon, while sleeping under the falling red petals, Akash had a vivid dream. The giant tree began to rustle its branches unnaturally, and a deep, resonant voice echoed through his mind. "Akash, open your eyes. Look at my crimson flowers. Do you see how they bloom and fall at the exact moment nature intended? They are never early and they are never late. The sun rises on time, the tides turn on time, yet you act as if you are outside the laws of the universe. Time is like the current of a river. If you disrespect it today, it will betray you tomorrow. Remember, to leave today's work for tomorrow is to invite your own defeat." Akash woke up in a cold sweat. For a moment, the weight of the warning felt heavy on his chest. But as he looked at the silent tree, he laughed it off. "It was just a dream," he muttered. "A talking tree? My imagination is getting too wild." He shook off the dust and returned to his habitual laziness. The first blow of failure. Months later, the day of the prestigious government civil service exam arrived. Akash had months to prepare, but he spent every night thinking, "I'll study the whole book tomorrow." As the exam drew closer, his tomorrows finally ran out. On the night before the test, he tried to cram thousands of pages, but his brain was overwhelmed. In the examination hall, the very talent he was so proud of failed him. He recognized the questions, but the details remained foggy. He couldn't finish the paper. When the results were published, Akash had failed miserably. His peers, who were far less gifted but much more disciplined, moved on to successful careers. The villagers began to whisper, "Talent is useless without the sweat of labor." The wrath of nature. The monsoon season arrived in Shantipur with a vengeance. Heavy rains lashed the village for days. Akash's brother Nibir had invested all their savings into a warehouse full of dry goods and grains, hoping to sell them during the upcoming festival to clear the family's debts. One afternoon, Nibir said to Akash, "The weather reports are dire. There might be a flash flood tonight. Can you move the stock from the ground floor to the upper shelves by evening? I have to go to the market for some urgent paperwork." Akash, lying on his bed, replied casually, "Sure, brother. It's only 4 p.m. I'll have it done by sunset." "Go ahead." But Akash got distracted. He started playing a game on his phone, then fell into a deep nap. When he finally woke up, it was pitch black outside. The sound of torrential rain was deafening. He rushed to the warehouse, but he was too late. The embankments had breached and waist-deep water had flooded the storage. All the grains were soaked and rotting. He tried to lift a few sacks, but the sheer volume of the damage was irreversible. Their family's livelihood was destroyed in a single night of negligence. The tears of regret. The next morning, Akash found Nibir sitting by the warehouse door, his head in his hands. There were no words of anger, only a crushing silence of despair. Their father fell ill from the shock of the financial loss. For the first time, Akash felt a piercing hatred for himself. He realized that his later had cost his family everything. He ran to the ancient Krishnachura tree, which was now stripped of many flowers by the storm. He hugged the rough bark and sobbed uncontrollably. "I'm sorry," he screamed. "You were right. I threw away the most precious thing I had, time. Now my talent is useless, and my family is in ruins because I waited for a tomorrow that's now stripped of many flowers by the storm." He hugged the rough bark and sobbed uncontrollably. "I'm sorry," he screamed. "You were right. I threw away the most precious thing I had, time. Now my talent is useless, and my family is in ruins because I waited for a tomorrow that never came." "You were right. I threw away the most precious thing I had, time. Now my talent is useless, and my family is in ruins because I waited for a tomorrow that never came. The new dawn. That day marked the death of the old Akash. He deleted the word later from his vocabulary. He began waking up at 5 a.m. every day. Since they had lost their stock, he took to the fields himself, working side by side with the laborers. He used his mechanical skills to repair broken machinery in the village to earn extra income. He no longer waited for the perfect moment. He realized that the perfect moment is now. He studied for his exams again, but this time he followed a strict daily routine. 2 years later, the face of Shantipur had changed. Akash's hard work had not only restored his family's wealth, but he also secured a high-ranking government position. Conclusion. Today, Akash still visits the Krishna Chura tree, but not to sleep. He sits there to mentor the youth of the village. He tells them the story of a boy who thought he was smarter than time itself until time taught him a lesson he would never forget. The story of Akash reminds us that time is a ruthless teacher. To those who ignore it, it brings regret. But to those who embrace it, it brings the world to their feet. Don't wait for tomorrow. The red flowers of your life are blooming right now.